Hey guys, Castor here. Today I came out fishing, but I wasn't having much luck, and I had somebody ask me about chatterbaits while I was here, because they had never used them before. So I thought it would be a good time to talk about them. So chatterbait is really good because it's basically like a spinnerbait, but the blade in front is flat. So while it's moving through the water, it causes a ton of vibration. There's only really like one or two ways to fish them. No matter like people say different things, but really the basic way to fish it and most efficient would probably be just to troll it through the water. Just keep reeling at different paces. You could be slow, you can be fast. It doesn't really matter because that little blade in front is just gonna keep moving side to side, causing a ton of vibration and attracting a lot of different fish. Some people like to twitch it. I don't really like to switch it because I'm not good with the rhythms, like doing the different amount of twitches. So I usually just reel it in really slow or at a moderate speed, and it's worked pretty well for me. I've caught some good sized bass. I've got a couple of bass. It'll just be there. The blade in front will just keep shifting, causing a lot of vibrations. And you'll actually get a lot of fish off of them. Chatterbaits are really good because not a lot of people use them. They're not a very common type of bait to use. So if you use them in a really pressured area, you might have some luck with them. There's a lot of different brands, a lot of different types of chatterbaits. I use two main chatterbaits. They're both from the Easy Chatterbait brand. It's their basic regular chatterbait. Then I use their premium chatterbait. The premium chatterbait's a little bigger. It gives you an offset hook, so you can attach your trailer to it different ways. The newer Easy Chatterbaits have the little hooks towards the top of the head that prevent your trailer from moving up and down and sliding and breaking off. So those will be really good. The premium chatterbait has the hook offset, so you can change the way you have your trailer. You can make it weedless. You can do all different types of things with it. There's another brand of chatterbait I use. I don't remember it. I don't remember the actual brand name, but there's two different chatterbaits that it has. It has a chatterbait with a jig head that it attracts a lot of fish. I've my PB bass is off that actual chatterbait. It was a pretty good sized bass. They also have another one that has an underspin blade with it, so it has a chatterbait and an underspin blade. So it has a spinnerbait feel and a chatterbait feel at the same time, and that one does pretty good in the water. That one has a lot more movement, but it's also a lot heavier. That one the smallest you'll find it is about ½ ounce, and it goes up to 2 ounces, which is pretty big for a bait. And but your bass will still eat it. It'll find it. It'll be attracted to it because of all the vibrations it causes. So it'll be a good bait to use. And chatterbaits, you can actually use them in most places. With the trailers you put on them, you can make them weedless, so it'll help out a lot, and you won't really get caught up that much. And you can mess with the blades that they come with. Like on this one, my blade, I don't really mess with it much. I keep it flat because I like the way it moves. But you can actually bend the blade and have it dive deeper in the water like it's like a crankbait, or you can just have it floating wherever you want. Depending how fast you reel it in, no matter what, it'll change depths. If you reel it in faster, it'll stay higher up. If you reel it in slower, it'll drop. So it's up to you really how you like to fish it. But no matter what, it's good overall, and it'll always be there. It doesn't really they're pretty cheap too. Academy has them for maybe $2 or $3. If you go to like Cabela's or Bass Pro Shop, they have them a little more expensive. They'll have them for like $3 or $4, but they also have more options, color options. They have more, so it's up to you really what you want. But if you want a basic style, just go to Academy. They usually have them, and they have a pretty good amount of them too. They have different. They have a variety. It's pretty good. I get most of mine at Academy because it's just easier for me, and I'm not really specific with the colors I get. I do mainly, but my favorite ones though is a chartreuse chatterbait that I have, and a white chatterbait, and a black and blue. Black and blue has probably worked the best for me. I've gotten bigger bass off of it, but I get more bass more frequently with a chartreuse color. I mean, that's just what I've noticed and how I've had success. I mean, it changes for everybody, but that's just how I've seen it. So, yeah, I like using chatterbaits. Chatterbait's probably my favorite bait. When I get to a new place, it's the first one I break out. I just like seeing how the fish react to it. I've gotten different types of species. I've caught panfish, I've caught crappie, tilapia, bluegill off of them. I've gotten a lot of bass, and I got a catfish once. I think it just got the reaction strike off of it. I wasn't really going for catfish, but I got it, so I went with it. And chatterbaits usually don't let me down, and you can put all types of trailers on them. Like right now, I have a creature bait. It's a black and blue creature bait on a white and gray chatterbait, and it works pretty well. I've gotten a few bass off of it, but at this area, I haven't gotten anything yet. So it just depends on where you are and how you use it. Everybody has different results, so it's just up to you. Well, that's all I really have to say about chatterbaits, guys. So if you guys want me to say try any other baits or give my input on any other baits, just let me know and I'll try my best. See you next time, guys.